Why does creepy stuff always happen at sleepovers? So this story starts off with this girl letting us know that her mom was very overprotective of her. This happened when she was in la secundaria, which is like 7th to 9th grade here in America. She also tells us that the girl that's having the sleepover named Sarah is not even like one of her closest friends. In fact, Sarah's very like timid and shy and quiet, but she still wanted to go to the sleepover because her best friend was going to be there, even though she didn't know much about Sarah at all. She also mentions that the other girls knew each other since elementary school, so they were a lot closer than she was with each other. So she shows up to Sarah's house and she says how surprised she is of how pretty the house is. She said it was a 2-story home, and when she walked in, there was a grand staircase and about 9 bedrooms. So she says that the mom actually showed up early from work and that Sarah doesn't have a dad because he passed away a while ago, but she didn't know that at the time. She mentioned how Sarah's mom was so excited to see the girls, and they all just started talking about what they've been up to and that they started saying some really personal things. So the girl said that she felt a little awkward, like she almost felt like she shouldn't be there listening to all the personal things that they were saying. So she decided to like walk around the house a little bit just so that they wouldn't feel awkward that she was listening to everything that they were saying. She mentioned how all the lights were like off and that everyone was getting ready to go to bed, because she even saw Sarah's little brother going up the stairs. She said that midway up, the little brother gave her a sign to like follow him up the stairs, and she decided to. She says that it looked like he wanted to show her something, so she went up the stairs and she could see him already halfway down the hall and into his room. So the little boy goes into his room and the door is left a little open. She said that when she was getting close to the door, she can hear like somebody talking to the little boy. So she got closer. She was right outside the door, and through the crack she could see the little boy at the back end of his bedroom, but the lights were off. And at this point, she can hear that it's a lady's voice talking to him. As a matter of fact, the voice got so loud that she thought the lady who was talking to the boy was right in front of the door next to her, because she was still peeking in. But she remembered something else. She remembered that Sarah told her that there were no other adults in that house other than her mom. So she ran down the steps, went to where everyone was gathered, and screamed that there was a lady up there with their son. She said that she accidentally screamed because she didn't realize how scared she was, and she had just came running down the steps. Everyone went silent, but she said that she was looking at Sarah's mom and her tone totally changed. She said that Sarah's mom started screaming at her, "How dare you? Who do you think you are coming to my house and telling me this?" She said the mom was so angry that she started screaming at her to get the hell out of her house. She said she can hear some of the girls trying to calm the mom down, and some of the girls actually walked out with her trying to calm her down, because at this point she was crying at the way that she was just screamed at. She was also very confused at why the mom was screaming at her like this. So a few moments pass and Sarah comes out. Sarah tells her that her mom had just gone to bed and that the mom wanted her to apologize on her behalf for the way she screamed at her. She then asked if they were gonna go check on the boy that was in the room with this random lady. But then Sarah told her the following. Sarah explains that there is no boy in that house, but that she believes she might have seen her brother, and that in reality it wasn't a little boy, it was actually her older brother who she never met. She explains that her older brother had passed away in a very weird circumstance while she was still in her mother's belly. According to the stories that were told to Sarah, the little boy would tell his parents that an older lady would visit him at night, and the lady would tell him that he should come with her, but they never believed him. This happened multiple times and the parents never believed the little boy. So one night, they don't understand why, he actually got up from his bed, left the house, and he was found about 3 streets away because someone had accidentally hit him and he passed. The person who actually ran him over kind of told the family that it almost looked like he was trying to get ran over. A few years after this, the father felt very guilty that he wouldn't believe the little boy, that he ended up taking his own life as well. Sarah grew up in this house as well, and she also claims that from time to time she would hear a woman's voice coming from her brother's room that has been vacant. Sarah even described the way that voice sounded, which that girl said sounds very similar to what she had just heard in that house. So when she had come down the stairs saying that there was a lady at the son's room, the mom thought that this girl was like making fun of her tragedy. She thought that she had like the audacity to play around with things like that just to get their attention, which of course we all know now was not the case. Sarah was actually the one that had to explain to her mom that the girl was not doing that on purpose, because the girl didn't even know her enough to know the tragedy that they had been through. She said that after the secundaria, which is like 7th to 9th grade, she lost contact with Sarah and all of those girls because they went to different high schools. She says that that will continue to be the scariest experience she's ever been through in her life. By the way, this is another story that I have translated from Spanish to English from Relatos de la Noche. Here is the episode and the time. Please go listen to it in Spanish. Side note, I've had this lip plumper throughout this entire video and it works, but like it hurts. That's it. It hurts so bad. But look at my lips. Ew, bitch. Bye.